Breastfeeding Week is celebrated August 1st, August 7th each year to raise awareness of the benefits of breastfeeding to mothers and babies. As a registered dietitian, I wish to promote and encourage breastfeeding, especially if we want to give our children the best start in life. WHO, UNICEF, medical experts such as pediatricians all strongly recommend breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life. Exclusive breastfeeding, that is. This refers to no formula, no water, no juice, just breast milk, strictly for the first 6 months of life. Of course, it's up to you, the decision is yours, but it's important to know some key points and some key facts to help you decide. There are numerous benefits. I'm just going to list just a few. 1, the composition of the breast milk changes. So for a mother who would have had a premature baby versus a mother who would have had a full-term baby versus a 2-month-old, each child would receive a different composition because the breast milk would be tailored to suit your child's needs, unlike a formula-fed infant. Formula-fed infants, once they follow instructions, receive a standard amount. All right, and this can lead to obesity, it can increase the renal solid load, so basically the increased amount of protein and so on will cause the kidneys to work extra hard. So again, when it comes to the composition of the milk, just remember that it's suited to your child needs. Isn't that amazing? All right, apart from nutrition, it also provides natural antibodies. This is something that we don't get in formula. So consider this your baby's first immune response. It helps fight bacteria, it helps fight viruses, all right? And I'm sure you'd have heard there's a lower risk of developing allergies, there's a lower risk of developing asthma, there are lower risk of ear infection, all right? There's even a lower risk of sudden infant death syndrome in the first year of life, all right? So we would have heard all these benefits about lower risk of constipation, lower risk of gassiness, lower risk of developing diarrhea, lower bouts of diarrhea. And this is all because breast milk is easily digested versus formula. All right, so because it's easily digested, I would also like to mention that it's a higher bioavailability, meaning to say that it's easily digested and absorbed versus a formula, which may say on the bottle or on the can, it might provide 100% of this nutrient. But of that 100%, how do you know how much is actually bioavailable or how much is digested by the infant? So I'm not saying that is not a good alternative. It is a good alternative to breast milk. However, breast milk is far more ideal. It's far more superior. Okay, so I just want you to know what are just some of the numerous benefits. You can breastfeed on demand without worrying about baby being overweight or obese, versus with formula fed, there's an increased risk of obesity, which is linked to other health concerns down the road, such as diabetes, heart problems, etc. There's also a lot of benefits to the mothers. So for moms, there is a reduced risk of type 2 diabetes, there's reduced risk of certain type of cancers such as ovarian and breast cancer. There is the release of that love hormone, oxytocin, which helps with that bonding between mother and baby. There is also, it helps you to lose the weight that you would have gained during pregnancy. All right, so there are many benefits. It helps with postpartum refreshment. So I could go on and on about the benefits of breastfeeding for both mothers and babies. Breastfeeding is natural, but it's not always easy. One of the challenges, well, some of the challenges and barriers to breastfeeding include sore nipples. Mothers might be concerned about milk supply. So one of the concerns working in the healthcare sector, I would have had patients or mothers concerned about, is my baby getting enough milk? Some mothers worry that they're going back out to work. All of these are challenges to breastfeeding, and I really believe that mothers need to get that support, that encouragement to help address some of these concerns. I believe that education is also very important, so mothers know how to properly latch on so that baby is getting the fore milk, the hind milk, again, and I'm not going to get into all of this in this particular video, but I believe that these are concerns that needs to be addressed. I hope to see that all hospitals worldwide adopt the baby friendly initiative or the baby friendly status, which is something that was launched by WHO and UNICEF to ensure best practices where we actually promote and support and encourage breastfeeding. All right, so I'm not saying that formulas can be used. There are certain conditions mothers may have certain medical conditions or maybe on certain medication where you know breastfeeding might not be recommended. But for those who may not have this issue, I would really like that you are well informed and you understand what are the benefits to breastfeeding versus formula feed. So, considering it's World Breastfeeding Week, feel free to share this video. Feel free to look up UNICEF, look up World Health Organization, look up reputable sites where you can get more information. Thank you for viewing. Have a good day.